July. You're afraid of something. You're afraid of getting something like this on your mail. You might ask, what is this? It has many pages, but at the beginning it says performance evaluation document. How many of us here are working? How many times have we feared this? Every time. But this performance evaluation is very important because for a leader, to be an effective leader, that person, that leader, the manager or the supervisor has to be able to understand what is the situation of the person that he or she is supervising. And also understand that for situations that are not going well, there are always reasons for that. And there are always solutions for that. And how can you find that out? And how do you improve that situation? That process is called coaching. Presiding officer, Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm going to talk about the process of doing a good coaching. If you give good coaching, a person is able to understand what is expected of them. Where do they stand right now? And what can they do to improve their situation? If they have this coaching, they're able to perform at their best abilities. And by performing at their best abilities, what will happen is they feel happy. They do work better. They feel that everybody around him or her also feels part of the team. And eventually what happens is the company, the place where you're working in, prospers. Now what do you have to do for this? The manual suggests a 3-step process. It can be called RAC, R-A-C. Research, analyze, and then coach. Because you can't just go into coaching. You have to first research. What do you research? You need to research what is it that the situation is all about. Is it that there is no time for the person? Is it that there is no training provided? Is it that the person is not motivated? What is it? Once you've researched what is the situation, then you need to analyze according to the employee that you're trying to coach. It could be that he or she doesn't have the skills required. You brought in a new equipment, said, okay, here it is. Now you do your work. Where's the training that was required? Or you said that, okay, from now onwards, we are going to increase the sales by so many folds. She's still working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or 6 days a week, depending on the organization you're in. No time. Or it could be that you've given the negative motivation. Wonder what is the negative motivation? You've given him or her the responsibilities, said that, okay, now you are the leader of this team. Now you have to look after the work done by everybody else under you. You have a good position. Where's the time? Where's the resources? The person still has to do the same work, plus supervise everybody else, and get that done in the same time. What is it? Or is it that the person, if he or she wanted to, could do the work, but is not doing it? In that situation, fellow Toastmasters and guests, there is no use coaching. So once you've determined that you need to coach, you need to follow another acronym that I'm going to use, EAIA. Explain, ask, involve, and then appreciate. Explain the situation to the person, ask what is it that he or she is feeling, why he or she is not performing to his best. Ask for a solution, and then involve in the decision making so that you are able to make a smart decision. Smart, specific, has to be specific, has to be measurable, has to be achievable, and has to be relevant and time bound. Once you've done that, you can come back and check if you've been able to achieve that or not, if the person has been able to improve or not. If they have, then the last A, show that appreciation that he or she really deserves. Now, I'm going to invite my partner for a role play that I'm going to have, that is Toastmaster Ankit. I am the sales manager at Himalaya, a company that sells solar panels, and he is the star salesman. He used to sell a lot of the panels. And now, however, I don't know how many panels are being sold, how many clients that he is visiting, because I haven't received a report from him. So he's faltering in that, and I've called him to the local coffee shop right next door, so that there's no disturbance from other employees don't hear what we are going to say. And this is during the break time, so nobody's going to ask us to come back to work. Hello, Keith, how are you?
Good.
Have a seat. Let's sit down. So how have you been?
Yeah, fine.
Fine. I was trying to check your report on what you did this time, because last time you had done a really wonderful job, met so many people, and you got so many clients. And this time, however, I could not find your report. I'm wondering if I misplaced it, I didn't get it, or is that on the way?
Actually, I have not been able to prepare the report till now, so I have not submitted the report to you. So
Oh, you haven't been able to submit the report. Is there a reason for that?
actually, I'm having a vehicle problem right now.
Vehicle problem, meaning?
I'm not able to go to different places to collect the reports how the sales is going on.
Ah.
So because of that, I'm not able to collect all the reports in detail and give it to you.
Oh, the vehicle. But we have vehicles in the office that is for use by the engineers as well as for you all. Aren't they letting me use that?
No, they are not letting me use that right now. And because of that, I'm having a problem, because they are using it for their own personal purpose.
Oh, they're using it for their own personal purpose. Okay, I will determine that later in consultation with the engineering manager. But how do you think I can help you with getting this service for you?
I would suggest that there are 5 to 6 bikes lined up all day long. So if I can take one of them and go to different places and collect the reports, so that would be easy, and I will be able to give the reports on time.
Okay, so I will, so what you're saying is that I can talk to the engineering manager, ask for a certain time that you can use the bikes also, and then if I can get that to you, you will be able to go and collect the reports.
Yes, that would be easy for me, and it will help me save time.
Okay. I need to submit this report by after 1 week to the bosses, so that we can plan for the next quarter. How soon can I get it from you if I can get the bike to you by tomorrow?
If I get the bike by tomorrow, I will have the reports ready in a couple of days itself.
In a couple of days. And so can I expect it, today is Thursday, can I expect it to, if I give you the bike tomorrow, you will have tomorrow and Monday to collect, and by Wednesday, close of business, can I get a report?
Yes, I will be able to give you the report on Wednesday itself.
So then this is a good thing that we got to talk. I was trying to figure out how we were going to forecast for the next quarter. Now I'm going to talk to the engineering manager when I go back from here, and we will try to have the bike ready for you for tomorrow. I will inform you about what time you can use, and then I will get the report from you then. Yes, thank you so much. We'll
Thank you
see you
very much.
again. Thank you. We'll go back to our work then. You will have to sit here for a little while. You don't have to sit, you can stand here. So that was the role play where I was to explain the situation and also get him involved, ask him what is the problem, and get him involved in the situation while letting him understand how it is going to affect his behavior, his change in behavior, his not changing in behavior is going to affect in the overall plan of the organization also. And this I had to do at a place where I would not be disturbed, at a cool place. I was not to be angry, not to show any kind of emotions. I was not to show, talk to him, saying that, talk to his behavior instead of saying you're a bad salesperson, but the specific behavior that was causing the problem, and then come to a solution. So that was done. Do you think there was anything that I could have done so that to facilitate the discussion, coaching?
I would say the vehicle problem which was there, if that was sorted out, it was easy. So when you were giving the coaching and when you said that you will be able to provide me the bike, so after that I think it would have helped me and I would have been able to give you the report. So in regards to that, I don't think so there anything else which I found that was material.
Okay, so as you must have noticed that we were able to complete only to the the IA and then EA and I process, not the last A, because that last A comes in after some time. So that would have come after the Wednesday. If he was not able to provide that report on Wednesday, or I have to check on Wednesday if he, or Wednesday close of business, to check and see if he was able to provide or not. If he was not able to provide, then I was to provide more further coaching. And if he did provide right on time, then I was to appreciate the behavior, the change in behavior that came out from the facilitation that was done from the management side. Any questions or any feedback on this, the coaching? Of course, coaching cannot happen in 5 minutes. Coaching is an ongoing process. Coaching is something that has to be in the office all the time, where the employee feels, yes.
I think that since he had a problem, you were still looking really bossy. And be that when you were asking him to give a deadline, I think he should have been forthcoming to saying that will be able to do on Wednesday or not. At times, you know, boss, despite trying to be whatever you are, you tend to force yourself. So I think that was looking a little forced.
I agree with that. That's why I had asked him, when will you be able to give? He said 2-3 days. Now, we cannot have a 2-3 days. Always it has to be a time bound.
So
you cannot
say
leave
that
it at
give me a time. So what is the time that you want?
Then normally what you have to do is give 2 or 3 options, or at least 2 options for the person to choose from. You're not supposed to ask, so when? Or that is how it is supposed to be done. Yes, I did not give 2 options. I just said, will you be able to do it on that day? Then I should have given 2 options, at least. Any other suggestions, feedbacks from a guest? Okay, thank you so much. I would like to hand over the floor back to the Toastmaster of the evening, and thank you, Toastmaster.